Stewart Medium Network, Cards with Mark. Starring host Debbie Wolf, the smallest medium. Mark, the medium who does not like cards, but collects oracle and tarot decks, using 3 cameras so you see everything at once. Giving proof of life after death. The Mark Stewart Medium Network. Demonstrating, discussing, and training in Scottish-style mediumship.
Hello, everybody. So Debbie's not with us, despite having her name up on the logo. We've got 2 people coming for readings tonight. Also, you might notice a slight difference in the camera setup. Normally, the card here will be up here, and the deck of cards will be on this background here. The problem is I'm using the Wizard of Oz deck card, and the cards are all basically green. And as I'm using a green screen behind me, that means when I close up on the card, it goes all sort of whatever's behind me, which is not a lot, so it just goes all funny. So I've swapped the screens around on a hard desk background that's got a yellow color. I don't think it's going to be brilliant, but it's the best I can do. Why am I using the Wizard of Oz tonight? Well, very simple. Wicked, I can't remember what the title is, Forever Good or something like that, launched this week, and my wife and I went to see it last night. So I'm going to start off with a little review of the movie. It was a good movie, don't get me wrong. The special effects were good, music was good, the acting was good, but I had deliberately rewatched the first part 1 movie in the afternoon before going to see the sequel. And the first movie leaves you sitting on the edge of your seat because they build up to an exciting end. And then the second movie just peters along. Now, there's a lot happening, don't get me wrong. There's an awful lot. I mean, probably 75% of the plot is in the second movie, and 25 to 30% of the musical plot or the book plot is in the first movie. But the first movie lasts for 2 3/4 hours, and the second movie lasts for, well, not quite on that scale, but still over 2 hours. So the 2 movies together, even when you take the theme music out, is just short of 5 hours. And the musical, the stage musical, is what, 2 and a bit hours. So they've doubled the length of it. I haven't read the book, but I'm assuming they've brought a lot from the book because there is a lot more detail in. But the second movie just peters along. It doesn't have any excitement. You don't go, oh, wow, what's going to happen next? Like I say, it's a good plot, but my wife did fall asleep during it. Admittedly, it was a long day, so she had an excuse. And it was 10:30 at night, and we'd both been up since 6:30 with the clinic. But an exciting movie, like the 2 of us go to movies every Friday, and if it's an exciting movie, she doesn't snore. And she woke up 2/3 of the way through and hit me for not wakening her up because she was worried in case other people were going to hear the snoring. But there were only 12 people, and now this is an IMAX screen. So, and it's the second day, so you expect it to be pretty full, even at the last showing on the second day. And I counted 14 or 16 people in the cinema. So we had plenty of leg space, plenty of room to stretch out, and plenty of room to snore. I would still go and see it. Don't let me put you off it. You know, if you've seen the first movie, you're going to want to see the second movie. But we had arranged for a staff night out in a week's time to take the other staff in the clinic on a night out to go and see it. And I'm going to discuss it with them on Tuesday if they want to change the movie, because I don't think they're going to be that excited to go for the Christmas meal and then go to that as the movie. So anyway, so because of that, I decided to use my Wizard of Oz, which is why when I got to the start, we're using the green cards and we're having to, well, there you are. So let me get the box out the way. Let me draw the card and let's get working. So this would normally, and I'm having to stretch to do this, but there you go. First card. Okay. I should have chosen who I was going to read first. So let me redo that. It's been a long day. Kimberly, since you're laughing, you can go first.
Okay.
So there we go again. Okay, so you've got the 9 of Spears. Can you see that okay?
Yes.
Let me move it around. I would normally have this set up with a millimeter, within a millimeter to be able to show you the card. Okay, so I know it's Dorothy we've got coming up as a woman, but I've got a male spirit coming forward. And I'm not being drawn attention to the number 9. I'm being drawn attention to the egg timer. And it's not as a timing device, it's the word egg that's coming forward. Can you understand a male spirit that either worked in the egg industry, maybe on a farm, or maybe kept chickens or laid eggs? Because that's all I'm getting, is a man and eggs.
Eggs.
He's showing me a frying pan, and he's frying 2 eggs, and he's saying over easy. Now I wouldn't know what over easy is because I like my eggs one-sided. I don't like them double-sided.
The way you're describing eggs being cooked, yes, I can accept that from a man.
Right. And also my hands, when you said that, my hands went very, I'll show you my hands, that they're not in pain. Don't get this wrong. Attention has been drawn to both hands, and they've gone very, very, you know what they feel like? I don't do energy healing, but I have been trained to do it when I was sitting in circle, and that's what my hands feel like. They feel as though there was spiritual energy flowing through my hands to do healing. So it may not be the hands, it may be that he was a healer of some description. It may just be his personality. Because it's spiritual healing, I don't think it's medical. And I don't think we're talking about a spiritual healer, but somebody whose personality or his disposition was very soothing or very healing.
I can accept that, yes. Yes.
For the same man with the eggs.
Yes, and thinking about it, as a young boy, he would have had a lot to do with eggs, yes.
Right. Okay. He's smiling at that. I can see his face. Now, this is strange. I was going to say I can see his face. I can't. I can see his lips. Can you understand something about the lower bit of his face? Something very distinctive or something that would draw your attention to his mouth? It's very specific. It's not his mouth. It's his lips.
Yes. I mean, I know who you have. Yes.
So that makes sense for you.
Yes. It's
Right.
more
Okay.
chinny, chin.
That's what I was saying. Like the lips and the area
face
around
of
the lips.
the bottom. Yeah, very
Yeah.
distinctive shape
Yeah.
of the face and chin.
My eyesight was going to the lips, but yeah, I am seeing from here down to here.
Yeah, there was a
Right.
very distinctive shape.
Right. Okay, so let's see what he wants to talk about. He's actually drawing my attention back to the card, which is a bit strange, but it's an easy way to give me information. And it's the spears. Can you understand something going on just now in your life where people are pointing? I don't think it's a spear. I think we're talking metaphorically. But can you understand somebody maybe with their finger? And also he's making me point my finger like that. Can you understand somebody pointing their finger, nagging you?
Yes.
Pointing something out to you?
Yes.
Something this morning?
Last night. Early this
Okay.
morning. Very like 1:00 this morning, yes.
Yeah. I mean, remember, I'm in a different time zone.
Yeah, you're in a different time zone, but at 1 a.m. this morning, our time, yes, it was. Yeah,
Right.
something happened, but
And I'm assuming from you saying that it was your husband.
yes.
That wasn't evidence. That was just me making the assumption.
Yeah.
Was it to do with you being involved in the mediumship?
That's part of it, yes. And
Something about wasting your time?
yes.
Something about... Does your husband want you to go and get a job? Have you been discussing going to get working employment?
I have, and he's right now everything I do is wrong. So that's
Right.
where all the spears are coming from. So the card makes total sense to me in a
Don't
tarot.
feed, don't. I'm putting my finger at you now. Don't feed the medium.
Don't feed the medium, I know, but it's like everything, the card, everything just is like total sense.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm being shown images from the Wizard of Oz. So Dorothy's house crash lands, kills the sister. She meets Glinda, puts the ruby slippers on her, and she follows the yellow brick road, which takes her to the Emerald City, which is a I don't know how to describe it. It's a waste of time because
Right.
she thinks that she's going to get home when she gets to the Emerald City. Can you understand yourself, not your husband, but can you understand you explaining to your husband that I don't know if we're talking about mediumship or if we're just talking about everything, but you're talking to your husband about you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and he's talking about you're going towards the Wizard of Oz. It's a metaphor. You're going towards the Wizard of Oz and nothing's going to happen on your journey and when you get there.
Yes. He's basically saying it's not paid off right now, so why, it's like I'm planning future, not now. So.
Right. Okay. I'll point out, again, this is a metaphor, that on the way to the Emerald City, Dorothy met the Tin Man, the Lion, and the Scarecrow. And each one of those male figures contributed in some way to her. Because remember, when Dorothy arrives, she's not a child, but she's not a full-grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only a I'm putting more into the metaphor than is actually there. And obviously, you're not a child. You're a long, long way off. I mean, you're probably old enough to be Dorothy's grandmother, if not great-grandmother, which I know I am.
Pretty much,
I know that you're older than me. But I'm being shown those three characters. Now, I don't know if it's one character with three different aspects, or if it's going to be three different people, or even three different situations. But somehow in the near future, you're going to encounter these three people, or three situations, or three things. And you've got to embrace all three of them.
I understand completely. I mean,
I think you know. I think you know what the three things are, or the three people are.
Yes,
and I
do.
think I am one of them.
Yes,
Don't ask me
you are.
which one. But there's another two. But there's another two things, or another two men. They're definitely masculine because it's three male figures I'm being shown. But you've got to embrace all three of them to get to the Emerald City. And when you get to the Emerald City, there's another, I'm being shown the Wizard of Oz. And whilst the Wizard of Oz was a waste of time, he did take Dorothy in the balloon at the end of the movie.
Yes.
So even although you get to where you think there are, it's going to take you longer, and there is going to be a big disappointment, as in Emerald City. It's not all that it looks it's going to be. But once you take your trip in to the Wicked Witch of the West, and once you come back again, you are going to be in the balloon and you are going to be flying. So I don't know if that makes sense to what the things you're thinking about, but can I leave you with that?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Jennifer.
Yes.
Let's see if I can make sense of what comes forward for yourself. Okay. Now, you did see me pick those two bits, so there's no way these two cars can be the way that they are, but they are. So you've got the 10 of Spears. So there's something about the two numbers, 9 and 10. One follows on the other. And again, it's the lion that I'm... Okay, I mean, it is the character, but I'm being drawn specifically to the lion. But I'm not seeing the lion. What I'm seeing is a man in a costume, but it's not a man in a costume, it's a child in a costume. That's my wife just come home, everybody, so she's saying hello. She's obviously woken up from the movie. Can you understand a child in spirit? Not a baby. This is a child that would be old enough. Like, look at the costume. It's the sort of pajamas that a child would wear. The sort of one piece. They go in, and it's not a baby. It's maybe a 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old that can wear a one suit. A PJ one suit. It's not got button. It's not got a flap on the bottom to fasten it. It's got a zip on the front or the back.
Gotcha.
The kind of outfit I'm talking about that children wear.
I do. I understand that. I don't know a child in spirit at that age, though.
It's maybe not a child. Let's broaden this out. It's the clothing. It's me that's making the assumption it's a child.
Gotcha.
So, whoever it is, they were wearing this kind of outfit, this kind of costume, and it does. I'm still getting childish. It's the clothes that they would wear. So maybe it's somebody that was. Maybe it's male. It's a man. Maybe it's somebody that was very, very childish that might have worn this kind of costume. Maybe acting. Maybe on a stage. Maybe they wore it. Maybe they were older than a child, but they still wore this kind of costume.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I mean, he's not. I mean, whoever he was, he's young, because I'm still getting childish.
Yeah, we would dress up for Halloween as young
Right.
adults.
Okay. So somebody you knew as a child.
I didn't know him as a child.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry, it's me. I'm making an assumption that you were in this kind of costume. Right. Okay. And he's drawn attention to the right side of his face. I want to scratch my eye, but I'm putting my fingers here. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So you're happy with who I've got?
I do. Yes.
Right. Okay. And one final bit of evidence, I'm slipping out the chair. Literally, I'm sliding out of the chair. I'm having to push myself back into the chair.
Yeah.
You can't see me, but I've got armrests on the side of my chair, and I am having to put my arms to hold myself in the chair. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I think he was just giving me that final bit of evidence because I wasn't happy with that flimsy evidence. Okay. Now, I know you're not feeling well, and I know your grandson, because we discussed this before we went live, so this is not evidence, but I'm being drawn to your grandson.
Mm-hmm.
Can you understand your grandson? I'm going to ask you a direct question because I don't know if I'm trying to make sense of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing your grandson swimming in a swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
Does he go for swimming lessons?
He was.
Very recently.
I'm not this year. No.
So he can hold his own in water then.
As long as he has swimmies on.
Right. Has he been to the swimming pool recently? Or does he have a swimming pool in his garden?
Yeah.
Big enough to actually swim in?
Yes, one in their yard.
Right.
But in the last 3 months.
When was the last time you saw your grandson swimming? Like when you were there?
September. August, September.
Did something happen? Or did he say something when he was swimming?
He may have. So it's hard to understand him as a speech issue.
Ah, right. Okay, that makes sense. Right, that makes sense. Did he try to say something? Can you remember him trying to say something to you? Trying to explain something to you?
Yes.
And you didn't understand what he was talking about. Does that make sense?
Yes.
How good is his memory? I mean, I know September was 2 or 3 months ago.
He has a good memory.
Right. Next time you see him, try and ask him what he was talking about.
Okay.
It's nothing life-threatening and it's nothing to worry about. But you know how children focus on things?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is this is not what I'm getting, but this is an example of what I'm talking about. You know how when you were a child, your best friend, the girl that was your best friend in the morning wasn't your best friend in the afternoon, and you went home to discuss it with your mum and dad, and you were in tears, and it was the end of the universe, and your mum and dad put you to bed, and by the time you went back to school the next morning, you'd forgotten about it.
Yes.
It's something like that. But for some reason, I'm going to ask a direct question. Does your grandson, the issues that he's got, does it go beyond speech?
He had
Is it
hearing.
learning difficulties?
I don't think so much learning as it is he couldn't hear for so long that it affected his speech and his ability to communicate, although he's getting better at it. He's going to speech classes.
Right. Okay. That ties in with what I was getting. There's something on his mind that's worrying him, and it's completely irrelevant. And he's tried multiple times to tell people about it, and nobody's understood what he's talking about. Do you have other ways of communicating with him, like maybe drawings?
Yeah, he could draw, yeah.
Right. Maybe ask him to draw what it is that's worrying him.
Okay.
Like I said, it's going to be something completely nonsensical and completely irrelevant. I mean, it's not a friend issue. It's not that. But it's like, it's like the example I gave you. Once you understand what it is that's worrying him, it's going to take you 5 minutes to explain to him that it's nothing to be upset about.
Well, I know he did say something when we were in the garden that he can see spirit.
Maybe that's it then.
Okay. Like he channeled my father, or knew that my father was there and was actually looking at something and said, I asked,
Right.
Well, who is it?
Okay.
And he said, your dad.
Ask him about the spirit wearing the green t-shirt or the green jumper.
Okay.
Or get him to draw it and then bring it to me. Bring the picture to me.
Okay.
There's something going on here. It's nothing to worry about. But there's maybe he's got a message that he's trying to communicate that he can't.
Okay.
But just ask him specifically. Don't say the person wearing that. Maybe I've got it wrong. But ask him about the green t-shirt or the green jumper or the green shirt. You know what I mean? It's clothing, top of the body, it's colored green.
Uh-huh.
So that way you know that you're talking about the right spirit.
Okay.
Get him to draw it or bring back to me what he says. Bring back to me what he says.
Okay.
Can I leave you with that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, well, it's very short tonight, folks. 2 very fast readings. Jennifer's not feeling well, so we'll let her get back to bed, and let me just get us away.